I don't know how to start this video, honestly. It's another vulnerable one, so likely unedited. But I never understood how much of a toll it would take on me because I think I've been doing this for a while. It's just been making me think about my own life, and yeah, so I have never regretted helping anyone in my life. Sometimes I don't get it reciprocated, but that's not the point of this video. I'm so glad that I can help people around the world with the problems and basically a lot of other things. And I just wanted to say that thank you for everyone who told me that my videos helped you, and it means a lot to me. And I thought about something. It comes to me, it comes and goes. And I was just thinking, I never had anyone like this growing up. The kind of person I try to be for other people is the exact person I needed in my own life. And I was just thinking about this because I had a conversation with a friend um about a couple of days ago, and it really made me think because it's something that I was just thinking about for a while, and then I was just kind of feeling lost. I really I really needed someone to be there for me like I am for others. But this video is not to glaze myself. It's not to say, okay, I'm right and blah, blah. It's just, I'm very happy to help people. I'm very happy that you guys tell me that my videos help. It makes me beyond happy. It really does. But you know that feeling when you give so much to people and then you wonder, like, who's there for you? It's like you can be a therapist to someone else, or at least you can be someone who is caring and attentive towards someone. But then you wonder, where is that same care and attention for you? But the thing I wanted to say the most, guys, is that it's not about, okay, I never had anyone in my life to begin with. It's knowing that, I know it sounds so weird. It's like saying I needed my own SuzuTales growing up. Because the kind of advice that I give is obviously from my own experiences. So imagine if my younger self saw how I am now, for example. That would be like, whoa, she would be inspired. She'd be like, this is me. But then I remember, obviously, the reason why this advice begins to, the reason why this advice exists to begin with is because I've gone through a lot in life that has taught me how to handle things. And it's become easier, but it's also become more painful. It's like you can withstand a lot, so life will test you with a lot, like a lot. And and you realize you are getting stronger. You can absolutely, what's the word? You can absolutely withstand a lot of stuff, but you also become stronger. It hurts more, but you also tolerate more. Sorry, there was something stuck in my throat. But yeah, and it's kind of a disorganized video-ish, but I felt like talking about it. So thank you to anyone who tells me my videos help, because I needed this kind of person growing up. And because it's me, it's obviously going to feel a lot more like, yeah, that's the thing. I've been really struggling with understanding myself, with trying to heal myself with my own problems, etc. But I'm so glad that I get to help people. And even though I think about the younger me who could never receive this help, I know that the younger me is still me. So, however I am now means that she healed because we're the same person. So, at least, even if she never heard the advice I can give now, this me wouldn't have existed without her perseverance. So sometimes the kind of person you are to others is the kind of person you need yourself. And it really does sting, because it's like, you guys, sorry, I don't want to vilify anyone. It's like saying to someone or to anyone involved, okay, you guys get this advice for free. You guys get this and you guys get to be receptive. But for me, I never had that person. I never had that advice. You know what I'm saying? And that always stings. So, but the fact that I get to help people is what younger me would have wanted anyway. And I have a lot of, I forgot to, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Trigger warning. I did not mention it again. I'm sorry. I have a lot of unhealed traumas from my past, especially as a teenager. So it's hard, but it's getting easier. And pardon me if this video feels a bit all over the place. I try to keep it real when I can. And I have been taking a look at the Q&A questions. Thank you so much, guys. I'll try to make my next video the Q&A if I can. I just want to give it a few more days because I know some people give last minute questions, but I think we're starting to close in. Thank you. We actually do have enough responses, so I can actually make a full length video with me just talking about stuff. And as for the animated story time I was talking about, it's probably going to be a very short one, even shorter than the first, but it's still going on. It's just a really interesting topic. I think I mentioned it on one of my posts when someone interrupted me. Yeah, that's literally what it is about. I just thought it would be fun to just do a little doodle based on my experience. But yeah, I'm still trying to find my way. Even now, I still try to find my way. And it's tough, you know? So, I wanted to make this video because I think it's okay to admit that I just want comfort. I just want to have a space for myself. And even if I'm trying to help people, I'm not a hero that just doesn't bleed. I'm not a hero. I don't really call myself a hero. I think it's kind of corny, and I'm a human being myself. But if I do quote unquote save someone or help someone, then I think it's safe to say, at least for me, I want to be helped too. I want to be saved as well. I want to be appreciated as well. So when people go through life and they just say they don't want anything, I don't think they actually mean it. Now, listen to me. There are people who give freely, and may God bless them, the pure hearts that they have. But sometimes all they want is just compassion. All they want is care, but they'll never tell you. It reminds me of someone really close to me. They would never admit they want help. They would never admit that something's bothering them, because they always think that, okay, they will bother me, but they don't. And it's not just about that. It's the fact that they say they really don't want anything. And then when I just give them a hug, oh, they appreciate it so much. That's the thing. Sometimes it's a hug, sometimes it's an acknowledgement, asking them how they are. I don't think anyone, quote unquote, wants nothing in this life. I think it's because some people are so used to getting nothing that they just say it because it's easier. But it's okay to be a bit selfish. It's okay to say, I want a bit of acknowledgement. And that's what younger me couldn't say. When I had a friendship that was just one-sided, having a text back or having them text me first for a change, instead of us counting me, them, like, it doesn't have to work like that. It's just acknowledging that they try at all. And it's not selfish. And I was thinking to myself, how the flip is it selfish when you're my friend and you don't do that? You know what I'm saying? If it was like a stranger, like, so sad I have to compare people to strangers, especially people who are not meant to be strangers. And it just makes me think about a lot of things. But yeah, I'm grateful for how far we've come as a community. And I really hate the fact that I have to repeat myself a lot. I'm sorry. I've been making a crap ton of these videos, like commentaries. I don't know if anyone has noticed the playlist. It's more than 100 for Infinity Nikki, which is insane because I had more hard to appeal ones as well, but I don't really play that game anymore. But yeah, that's the thing. It's natural I'd run out of topics, but with vulnerable videos, at least I don't really run out of them because I don't do them as much and it's not planned. But I just want you guys to, it doesn't have to be my content, but I just want to say that if you're younger, especially, or if you're just someone, or just generally, but I say younger because you're still learning about life, please appreciate advice around you. Like, I think that's one of the things. Maybe when we're younger, we think that lectures are kind of mundane, boring. We don't understand where people are coming from. But if there are words of wisdom before you, if there is someone telling you, okay, this is what happened when I was younger, I don't want you to make the same mistake, pay attention to it. Take it with a pinch of salt. You don't have to say, this is exactly what's happening to me. This is what's going to affect my future. But try to take it with a pinch of salt. Because when I grow up, I realize I get it. I know why people call this world harsh. I know why people say they want to go back to school, even though I never really liked educational institutes that much. It made me uncomfortable. Got my anxiety flaring. But it still does make me think, wow, I can see why people want to go back to school. I can see why people want to just not do anything with their lives. I could see it's easy. So that's why I speak to the youth especially. I mean, it's so weird because I am still young myself, but I'm an adult, you know. And for some people watching me, in fact, I think a lot of people who watch me are adults. I had a look at the demographic chart and I was surprised. Initially, I wanted my content to be aimed at teens, and then I realized it doesn't make sense because my kind of advice is so geared towards people looking back instead of people going through stuff as much. Like, yeah, of course, if you're going through it, you can take it with you wherever you go, kind of like a little pocket gift or whatever. But when you're older, I guess it's just addressing these things of what could have been and what should have been. But yeah, I just think that whenever you're presented with something, just take it. And I'm not saying that I received such gold advice in the past that I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna remember it. Like, it's not like every single piece of advice I was told was good. But there are some when I look back at it, I'm like, okay, wow. I wish I could go back in time and have that conversation. And now I get why people say this. It doesn't make sense because our perspective is not mature enough. And as we mature and go through life and get proper experience, that's when we start to interpret things differently. So when we're told that the world is cruel, it doesn't mean, okay, everyone's going to be mean to you. It doesn't mean that it could, you know what it could mean? If you think about it from a mature lens, people exploit others. Capitalism is prevalent. Unfortunately, labor is prevalent. Unfortunately, war is prevalent. Unfortunately, greed, all of these things. But it doesn't mean every single person is obviously evil. But that's the mature outlook I would have. Or if people told me people don't trust anymore, or it's hard to trust people nowadays, it doesn't just have to be because people rob you or because people try to endanger you. Sometimes it can just be from people using information against you, or people who are once close acting like a stranger. You know what I'm saying? So if ever someone gives you information, valuable information, even if you don't understand it, really try to interpret it as that person cares about you. Because nowadays people don't even give that kind of advice. And that's why I talk about my channel. I'm not trying to say that, okay, I am like the only person you have with this. Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is with my situation is I needed someone like myself, like who I am right now when I was younger, because I could relate to the situation. And not just that, it's because the current me cares enough to give advice. And a lot of people in life don't even care enough to give advice. And it's just really sad. Because when people give so-called advice, it's always a limiting belief. The advice doesn't feel constructive anymore. It just feels like kind of satisfying egoistical needs, or something like, okay, life is hard, you'll never attain your dreams, it's impossible. Like, at least tell people honestly, okay, it's not going to be the easiest thing ever, of course not, especially if you chase after a dream that most people don't go after, but it's not impossible. There are billions of people who have achieved these things, or millions rather, and you can look at them for inspiration, because you're not the first person. Like, if you want to be an astronaut, there has been someone who's already went up to the moon. And even if you are the first possible person, you get to be an exception. You get to be an inspiration to someone. You know what I'm saying? You could either be the first or amongst the line. And that's what people need to understand. And it's so much easier to just follow a queue of people who want to do your dream because it exists. And you tell yourself they can do it. They came from similar backgrounds. They had doubts. At the end of the day, everyone's a human being. So that's just how I like to interpret things. And I don't really have anything much to. I don't know how long this video is going to be. And part of me feels like it's ridiculously long. So I'm not expecting people to watch it all the way through. But I was thinking that I needed a way to let out some, not quite steam, but something. But yeah, I really needed a SuzuTales growing up. So I hope you guys prioritize anyone in your life who is like a metaphorical SuzuTales. Not my channel necessarily, but someone who is there for you. Like, the reason why I say metaphorical SuzuTales is because I am Suzu, right? So I needed someone like me growing up. And when I say metaphorical SuzuTales for you guys, who acts like someone in your life who is kind of like an older version of you, or a version of, like, you can even use a different name if you like, but I just remember, like, and it really does sting because it's like I get to tell people how to not be like me in some regard, or how to prevent some situations I went through, but then the pain just lingers, like, oh, I still went through that, if only I didn't. But then again, I can teach people how to avoid it, and that's pretty amazing. Like, I know God allows things to happen for a reason. If I didn't go through the pain that I did, this channel would not exist, or this niche in my channel likely would not exist. I'd probably just not do commentaries, and I don't know, I definitely would not be as critically blunt or as confident with talking about experiences if I didn't go through them. So yeah. I don't want to sound entitled when I say, like, look for someone like Susie, whatever. I'm not trying to say that. It's just when I think about it from my own lens, I really needed someone who could be like this. Like, it's actually interesting because my bluntness has been a really, really unexpected thing for me. I used to be like a goody two shoe. I used to be like proper doormat, so kind, so sweet. I mean, I try my best, but I just used to let people walk over me. And I used to just say things that were comforting. I used to admit things that were comforting. Bluntness and me, nope. And then I realized, whoa, being blunt is cool because you're speaking the truth, but you're not being an a-hole. And then I was thinking, you don't have to be an a-hole. You can still be sweet, but you can still tell things for how they are. And that's cool. That's what people need, because nowadays people are so fixated on the idea that everything's okay, everything will be fine. You know, that pisses me off. When people say, oh, everything will be fine. It won't. Unless you make it. But you have to also encourage people that things will be fine, but you have to give them a guideline on how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. I can't just be like, okay, it's gonna be fine. How is it gonna be fine? And I can't give people answers because it's their lives. But I can say, you can try doing XYZ. That's what helped me. And I'm a human being. So if you can relate to me, this most likely will work for you as well. But once again, if it doesn't, it's okay. I want my videos to be taken as inspiration. Like I said many times, I don't want anyone to idolize me. I'm a human being figuring things out. And that's just something that is not going to change. We always figure things out. We always have them. What the fudge? Suzu's glitching. Whoa. Why do I have so many? Oh my god. Yippee. I don't need the other one. I'm glitching. Oh, okay. But yeah, I just think that we need that. Oh, it's not. What's going on? Fishing? I haven't fished in a while. You know what, Info? Oh my gosh. Okay. I want to be on. I'm not a big fan of the new 5-star. I thought it was cute at first. I'm not a fan. But I am excited for the second half banner. So that's why I don't have any jellyfish fits yet. I mean, I don't think I'll get it. It doesn't look that great in my opinion. I did like the hair, but then I realized it's just water, and I'm like, no, my Miku cosplay would have just flopped. So, nah. And again, I'm unpredictable. So yeah, and I'm glad that I could help people. I don't regret it. It's just, oh boy, because I don't want to sound selfish or entitled, but it's just sad that the younger me never had anyone like that. I didn't have anyone like this. So I'm not telling you guys that my advice is law, and I'm not telling you guys, okay, it's that amazing, but I just want to say this with not entitlement, but what's the word? A little bit of sugar. I don't want to glaze myself, but I do want to say something that that describes how important it is. So I zoomed in because it's important. The advice I give, guys, is not something I would just share with anyone. And when I really do care about people, I would tell them what I tell you guys. So if you really are open to my advice and my channel, please take it for how it is. And please really deeply interpret what I'm trying to say. Because some things, I know it might not apply, but when you do think about some of the things I say, you'll realize, okay, there's a deeper meaning. And that's what I want people to understand from my videos. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I've been through like a lot. Like I've been through a lot to actually change my perception of life itself. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's why I say, like, when you watch my videos, I really hope you guys deeply understand what I'm trying to say. Of course, you can disagree. It's completely fine. And opinions matter. But I'm talking about what works for me. And if anyone is thinking it's not easy, blah, blah, I'm telling you as a trauma survivor, like when I make these kind of videos. I'm not just saying this to sound cool, to just sound like, oh yeah, we're just gonna kick some. But no, we get pushed into the dirt and then we tell ourselves, you know what? We're going to keep going. That's the kind of vibe my channel is. And I know it can be a bit soft, it can be blunt. I don't know what it is, but that's what I just want to say. The advice I say is not to be taken lightly, and it's definitely something that you probably won't hear in a lot of places. So that's one thing I can be a little bit, not entitled, but it's something I could be positively proud of that's unique. But obviously, you guys can stick to whoever you like. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. But that's just something. I feel like when I was younger as well, I needed a soft and a blunt take. I definitely needed to be told the truth, but I definitely needed that softness as well. And when people tell me that they like the contrast, it really made me think. But the good thing is, obviously, like I said, this version of me is basically my old self persisting. So the younger me should not just, what's the word? Like, yeah, she does exist within me, but she's not as applicable in my life because she, what's the word? Because I'm older now and I've been learning, maturing. I've been thinking about different types of advice to tell you guys. But yeah, it's just kind of that closure. And it's really sad when I didn't have that kind of person growing up. But even so, I'm glad that I could be that person for a lot of you guys. And honestly, some of you guys, even now when I'm still struggling with things, you guys are like that person to me. So yeah, I hope you guys have a person who makes you happy, who gives you good advice, who, I'm not talking about me this time, okay? I'm done glazing myself. I feel so bad after doing that, and I feel like, oh crap, did I overdo it? I have no intention. But I hope you guys really do have someone who gives you good advice. I hope you have someone who listens to you, who makes you feel valued, and genuinely reaches out to ask if you're okay. You guys deserve it. I'm not trying to be corny, whatever. I genuinely hope that you guys have a good support system. Got this. Wee! Wee! Oh no. Why am I back here? Oh no. Why am I doing this? I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Guide the ball to the designated area. How do I move the... Okay. Wait. I have to somehow lift this thing. Wait, if I activate it, what happens now? Oops. What? Is there no way to lift the platform? Am I being a bit... Oh no. Oh no. Guys. Oh. Oh. Okay. I get you. We have to go. 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 Oh. Oh no. Oh. Huh? What are we doing? What the flip does this do? Does this bounce the ball? Oh. I keep saying oh like I get it, but I don't. Sorry, I'm trying this. But yeah, that's the kind of person I want to be. I don't want to just be someone who inspires people. Whoa. Okay, this sucks. I'm out. Bye. But yeah. No. I think I'm done yapping. But yeah. Big thank you to anyone who supports me. I know this channel is a mess. Honestly, I still have no idea. But something is working. I do sense that and feel it. And I just want to say thank you. I can't describe how grateful I am. 1 second. There is something that bothers me about her eyes. Oh, it's part of the makeup. Oh, okay, I'm screwed. Thank you guys. Genuinely. Thank you so much for giving this channel hope, for giving me hope, and for giving my inner child some closure. To know that the advice that, even though I needed it, could still help people, gives me the idea that it wasn't all just for nothing. And at least I can help people, because had I known the advice before, maybe I wouldn't have been able to have experienced life to its fullest. You know, in all of its gut-wrenching glory, just so I could tell it now. Because I would have solved it. So maybe a bit of endurance was what I needed to ensure that you guys don't get hurt as much. Okay, that's corny. But I am very grateful. So yeah, thank you. And before I keep yapping, I need to stop. But yeah, the Q&A, please use the form, guys. I mentioned this on my comments. Please, if you do want to ask me a Q&A question, please look up my community post. Use the form because it's just easier for me. I can't work with comments. I mean, I saved some of them because there's only a few of you. But if you want to ask me a question, use the form. Pretty please. It's just easier for me. And I want to try to upload the video, let's say around Friday. Is that fair enough? So 3 days from now, I'll try to upload the video. So you guys have 3 days. Of course, you can do more than one question if you wish. That's completely fine. And yeah, please support my coffee page as well. And I have merch in my description if you're interested in more characters. Also, yes, the character I'm dressed up as now, this is literally what my OC looks like. This is Suzuna. She has a lot of OC lore, guys. She was actually originally a princess, and her hair was like way longer than this. It's like long. But anyway, before I keep going, I need to stop. Thank you. Bye.